swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite line us home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack, and running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense will come out first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's going to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. They're going to get louder and louder.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Past the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got a man, it's Hubbard. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Warren. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And here comes the field goal unit. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Smashes in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. They're dealing with a second and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Now sliding to his left. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own. And down he goes back to 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking for space. It's Hubbard. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
It's so nice as a quarterback, but it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and third and long. To throw, it's Gardner. Under fire. Gets some yardage and gets down.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed.
There he goes to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets them up on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Gardner. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Makes a move. Finds him. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job.
5-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking for a gap. It's Hubbard. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had a really productive 1st half, but in a game like this, they breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle, it's Warren. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Hubbard. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across to the ground, right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Fires to the right. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Davidson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.